You have the microphone. Saara, Aalto, welcome to Lisbon.
Obrigada.
Nada. Great. Kiitos.
Kiitos.
Kiitos. So you were telling me there on the backstage that there were some issues with the rehearsal, but generally you're feeling positive about the whole thing.
Yes, yes. You always have to have some technical issues to give more, pressure and challenge. I love challenge, so why not? Yes, we had a set piece that didn't work, unfortunately, but we are fixing it now. It's gonna be fine.
So you actually brought the best of two of your songs. So you brought the thing from Domino that you used to be upside down, and you still brought Monsters to Lisbon. Was that an idea that came after the performance with Domino?
Yes, yes it did. It just kind of worked so well.
Yeah.
And I really love to sing upside down. It's so much fun. You feel the blood in your head. It's quite, actually, that's quite disgusting, but, but it's so much fun. I was like, okay, Eurovision stage has been my dream for the last 20 years. And when I go on that stage, I want to do something that I will remember for the rest of my life.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So, I just wanted to take some risks. And I do make quite many risks in my performance, but that's life. You have to take risks and not being scared.
That's great. And so the fact that you've been to Lisbon before, right?
We did film the postcard here.
Yes, but you also did a performance in a club.
Oh yes, I did. Wow, you know everything about me.
Everything about you, yeah, everything.
Stalker.
You're gonna get married in the summer, aren't you?
How does he know everything? Oh yeah, you wanna come to the wedding?
Yeah, no, I'm also getting married in the summer. So
you are getting married? Oh, double wedding maybe?
Are we getting married together?
Maybe we should.
No, yeah. So you had this. How was the reaction to the song? Because it was the first time, like with the Portuguese audience, listening to Monsters. Did they know the lyrics already by heart?
In the club?
Yeah.
They did. Yes. They were so loud. I was so happy. Because when you visit some new country for the first time, you have no idea if people are gonna know you or if they're gonna love you. Or I had no idea.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best moments ever. Like how they were singing and dancing with me. Oh, it was so beautiful. It was nice.
Great. You sang Monsters in 34 languages. How on earth did you learn that by heart? What was the problem? Were you just, I don't know, how did the idea came up? You decided I want to sing.
I just decided to do that, yes.
You just decided?
Yeah, because I like languages and I've done these multi-language things before, like Let It Go in 15 languages. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do Monsters in some languages. And then I started choosing the languages and I just realized that I couldn't choose. I was like, it's gonna be unfair if I choose this and not this. And then I was like, I'm gonna take all of them. So all the Eurovision countries basically.
And do you still know it by heart? Is that possible?
Yes, of course.
You still know it?
Of
so
course.
Can you sing the Portuguese bit of it?
E esta noite faço amigos com todas estas criaturas da minha mente.
That is so cool. You are a genius, Saara. You're great.
He's so nice.
No, you are so nice. What is now the concept behind your staging? Because you had a concept for the Finnish preselection, and now you changed it for Lisbon.
Yeah,
How much did you change, and what is it behind it?
In Finland, I had 3 songs, so we had to make sure all those 3 songs and all those 3 performances were completely different. And now when I only have 1 song, we could basically choose whatever we want. And the concept of this performance is me being freed. In the beginning I'm attached to this set piece that is rotating. It's like my mind, it's all confusing and I'm like, oh, I need to, break free, I need to get out. And then these monsters or these creatures are coming to me and releasing me, and then we are marching together to the freedom, So it's like, and me being the, I'm ruling my own world, In the end, I'm climbing up to.
Ooh, careful.
I'm climbing up those stairs and, you know, like, you know,
Yeah,
basic life.
I just have the impression that you just don't want to sing, you want to act, you want to dance, you want to do everything on stage, which is, again, great.
Yeah, but you know, like you saw in the multi-language version, I also like to just play and sing, but I have so many sides of me, and I just decided that on Eurovision stage I want to do it all. You know, it's like I can play and I can play the piano and sing everywhere, but these big shows I can't do everywhere. So I decided that I really want to do it
That's
all.
the opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's once in a lifetime opportunity to do something that big.
Great. Okay, questions. Oof. Whoa. Okay. Here. Here on the third row. Thank you.
Hello, Saara.
Hello.
We already met back in the club that was mentioned.
Okay, so you have the reaction here live.
It was great.
Can you say your name?
My name is Pedro. I'm from Eurovisionary. And my question has to do with your performance, which allow me to say was really good. I want to know, maybe this is me assuming it, but is there a possible reference to the Lordi performance in the end? Because, you know, monsters, fireworks, who knows?
It's actually quite funny because in the original plan that Brian Friedman did, he wanted me actually to have this kind of, how do you call it, like the Lord, huh?
I don't know.
It's like the one that Lordi had, like the stick, and he wanted me to have that, and I was like, Brian, like we did it already, and we won though, but I can't do it the same thing, and then, you know, but now I have the power, so it kind of, but it wasn't actually taken from Lordi because Brian Friedman had no idea that Lordi did it, but smart guy.
I think it's definitely time for Finland to win Eurovision again, so maybe this connection, it's a good connection. There in the back.
It's Michael here, Michael Poll from Joy 94.9 in Melbourne, Australia. Firstly, it's good to see a Xena warrior Disney princess Kylie Minogue on the stage.
Wow.
It's very good. However, the question is, you've gone from being firmly in the closet to coming out and being out and proud. And the performance today and your music video for Monsters is very queer and very exciting. What freedoms, you're talking about that freedom of being yourself, what freedoms has coming out had for you personally and also as a musician?
You mean what kind of freedom it gave to me when I came out?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I was with my beautiful girlfriend. I was together with her for 1 year before we came out. So, of course, it was really awkward when I would be everywhere and do my social media and be like, oh, I'm the happiest girl in the world, and always posing on my own and, like, you know, enjoying these moments on my own, which was like, what the, I have this girl like next to me, but I'm not allowed to kind of be like, oh, we're here together. So, you know, when you actually come out, it's like the best feeling ever because you can actually say that I am happy because I am in love, and love is the most important thing in the world. So it's like, it's like you can breathe again. It's such an amazing feeling. And also, good question, as a musician, as a performer, it also gives me freedom actually to really represent myself, you know? It's like, I feel like at the moment I have no rules because I love these questions. Nobody has ever asked me that, so I'm like, yeah, like now when I perform, it's like I can do whatever I want because I know there is no walls or there is nothing there. It's just me, and I can be exactly what I want, and I can do the performance that I want, and if somebody doesn't like it, that person can just leave, you know? That person doesn't have to come and see me, you know? I'm just myself. Thank you for the question.
Yes. Saara, you're an inspiration. You are. Here in the front. I love the what the
What?
You said like what the
Yeah.
What the
Hello Sarah, it's JP from Wage International. Nice to meet you. And my question is about your album that you have been working on while you got the phone call to take Finland to Eurovision. What type of music is on that album, and when will it be released, and what's the name of it?
Yes. So, actually my album Wild Wild Wonderland was officially released last Friday, so it's already out, but so it's out on Spotify, on iTunes, and it was physically released in Finland, and it's going to be released a bit later in other countries, because you know all these release dates are a bit different everywhere, but you can go and listen to it already. So, oh, have you heard it? Oh, did you like it? He said yes. So it's
a happy face.
Heart. It's happy, quirky, colorful. It's like real pop music. Most of the songs are up tempo, but also there is one beautiful piano vocal ballad in it. You definitely have to check it out so you can make your own opinion about it. But I mean, if you like Eurovision, if you like me on the X Factor, I think you're gonna love the album.
It's there in the third row, sorry. It's a lot of demand.
Hi, Huda Ilte Baiva or something?
Wow.
I'm Simon from Polish Media Newsletter. You were always second in every competition. Would you accept second place in the Eurovision final?
Yes.
Thank you.
Because I have never failed. I have come second 5 times, so I don't know how to fail with that. So, yeah.
Alright, and the question is actually about, because it was your dream to come here for 20 years, my god. You look like 20 years old girl. And what next then? After
Eurovision. So
yeah, after your dream.
So actually, straight after Eurovision, I'm going to rehearse I'm going to be a special guest on UK stadium tour for Steps. There is a band called Steps, so I'm going to be their special guest, and we start the rehearsals on 16th of May. So it's like no rest for me, and that's basically what I'm doing in the summer, touring in the UK, and also hopefully when Eurovision goes very well, then I'm also going to perform in other countries when we actually see which countries like me, which countries will vote for me. I'm definitely going to be touring everywhere with my new songs and my new album.
Busy schedule. Here in the first row, who has the microphone?
Hello, it's James from ESC Social and I Live Media. Saara, it's 30 years ago since Scott Fitzgerald came second for the UK. Obviously his son has written the song. Can we expect to see Scott coming along to support him and yourself? Because it was his 70th birthday yesterday, as we all know.
Oh, I didn't know, yeah. So yeah, it's funny when I met Kai in a studio when we wrote Monsters, and it was the first time I actually ever met him, and then he was like, oh, by the way, my dad came second in the Eurovision. Second? This is a sign. Oh my god. His dad came second in the Eurovision, and he lost for Celine Dion, which is not bad. And I was like, what? Really? So he had this natural connection to Eurovision, and Kai is coming here, but I'm actually not sure about his dad. I'm not sure. I should ask. Yeah. Would you want to see him here? Hey. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
You're this year's Celine Dion. Yeah, there on the third row.
Hi, Saara. I'm Frank from Aalto magazine in Denmark. There's a lot of gay people who like, sort of male gay people who like the Eurovision, but not many lesbians. And our gay Eurovision commentator in Denmark, he thinks that gays are too dull. What do you think?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
There's a lot of gay men who like the Eurovision, but not many lesbians. Sort of, and you're the first open lesbian in the competition, I think.
Am I?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. Our Danish gay Eurovision commentator, he thinks that gays are too dull and grey. What do you think?
That lesbians are too dull and great for Eurovision, if I got it right. Okay. Let's all think about it now for a second.
Tricky question. I don't know. All the lesbians that I know are really funny and like up to Eurovision, so I don't know what kind of lesbians are in Denmark.
That's okay. Huh? And some are not, but that's also fine.
Exactly. We can all be whatever we want to be. But I have never really thought about that. Maybe we need to help the lesbians. We need to really help them.
Let's make a petition. Help the lesbians love Eurovision.
Maybe they feel like, I don't know, maybe they're too scared to come in. I don't know, we should invite them. Be like, come on, join us. I think they would love it.
I know for a fact that there are many lesbians loving Eurovision.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, last question from Bulgaria.
Saara.
Hey.
Congratulations on your first rehearsal. My name is Michael and I'm from Eurovision Bulgaria.com.
Oh yes, thank you.
My question for you is, we probably know that you have your birthday soon, probably on 2nd of May. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Yes, that's true. I have my birthday on Wednesday. It's Monday now, right?
Yeah.
It's in 2 days. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do?
I think this is a hint for a surprise party or something like that. I didn't prepare anything.
I don't know, there might be something coming, I don't know. I don't know. But I absolutely forgot about my birthday. I'm always so busy that but you know, it's age. You know.
You don't want to celebrate it.
No, but I have to have a party. I have to have a party. I'm here and having my birthday.
Let's go to the club again, to the same club.
To the same club?
Yeah,
maybe we should.
Why not?
Let's think about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, one very quick last question there.
I love those t-shirts. Very nice.
Hi, Alistair Birch from
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, there's something.
Birthday! Oh, thank you. Thank you, wow.
That's very special. Sorry, your question was completely interrupted by this act. Okay.
Hi, Alistair Birch from Europhile. I understand you released an album mostly in Chinese. Did you have to adapt your style for the local market? And can we maybe hear a couple of lines of your favorite Chinese language song?
Like 3, 4, oh god, time goes so quickly. 4 years ago around, I did quite many performances in China, big ones, and it was really great. I also released one album in Mandarin Chinese. I really love Chinese language a lot. It's so beautiful when you sing it. And but actually I didn't have to adapt my style at that time, really. They really like Asian people like Finland. They somehow see Finnish people being very exotic and beautiful, and they love snow and Santa Claus, and you know, for them I was like, actually my Chinese name is Xuelan, which means snowflower. So for them it was like, wow, this snowflower from Finland, and you know, they really like my style, and I actually look a bit Asian, I think, or I don't know, but you know, dark hair, and they liked it. And my favorite Chinese song is called Hui Jia. And okay, I'll sing it a bit, okay? Hui Jia, Hui Jia, 我需要你. It's like, oh, please return home. I really need you.
Everybody loves Finland, everybody loves Saara Aalto, everybody loves Saara Aalto singing in Chinese. A warm applause for her, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm waiting for